Hello everyone, my name is Robert Van Kirk, and the reason why I started a channel of my own was because I was so inspired by the experiences of folks like Nurse Blake or Violin MD, both great YouTube channels, and I enjoyed them so much. And I learned so much about nursing practice as well as the healthcare professions overall that I decided to start my own channel about my unique experiences and what brought me into nursing. Very briefly, I am a master's entry to nursing practice student at DePaul University here in Chicago. And what that is a master's program for non-nursing majors. So if you have a degree, an undergraduate degree or a graduate degree in something other than nursing, what this allows you to do is pursue a master's in nursing straight off the bat. So you don't have to go in and get your bachelor's, you can go in straight into a master's in nursing practice. And DePaul University was actually the first in Illinois to offer such a program. So I'm really lucky to be admitted into DePaul's program. And what I want this channel to do is to talk about this different path to nursing. So many of the other programs that I've seen on YouTube have been focused on kind of a standard entry pathway into nursing, or even sometimes a little bit of a different pathway into nursing. But I've never, but those are like ABSN programs, Accelerated Bachelor's of Science of Nursing. But I haven't really seen many in a master's program for new nurses. So I wanted to talk about kind of how I got here, why I decided to go into nursing, why nursing might be good for you, and kind of my history overall, who I am, so you can get to know me, and especially if a master's entry program or going into nursing practice is something that you could do. Because I know for me, I had always self-selected out of the health sciences by saying I wasn't good at math, and I'm not good at math. I've never been good at math. I remember in college algebra, I attended every lecture, I did all my homework, I went to the Math Learning Help Center, I did everything that they tell you to do to get a good grade, and then I bombed every exam. Managed to pass the class, and that's about all I did. And I was happy to leave with a passing grade, and after that point, I kind of self-selected out of healthcare because I said, well, it involves math, and I'm not great at math, so I don't want to put my patients at risk or really get into a career where I would constantly struggle with everyday activities. And that's really because I wasn't really aware what was involved with nursing. And specifically that there is math involved for sure, but you're not the only person calculating dosages. You're not the only person that's responsible for administering them, if you're part of a healthcare team. And once you reach the point where you are primarily responsible for administering medication, you're comfortable enough with the practice. And so I learned that maybe I had self-selected out of nursing a little too soon. And that's why I decided to go back and try the path that I'm now on and that I now succeeded in. And so my hope is that by sharing my challenges and by sharing my journey with you, you can come to a better understanding of how you might be able to enter nursing. Because there's a massive shortage of nurses in this country, and we really need folks who are caring and competent to enter the field, maybe even switch career paths, which is something that I did by entering nursing. I'm 30 years old and I'm going back for my master's in nursing practice. So I really wanted to share this journey with you since I'll share with you what I have done so far, the pre-requirements, the courses that I've taken, the courses that I'm completing right now, all the healthcare requirements that they have for you, because it seems very daunting when you first sit down and hear all these requirements that you have to complete. And since you jumped right into your coursework in the master's program, if you're in an ABSN, it's a little different. If you're just pursuing a bachelor's of science of nursing, which is great, you've taken half your schooling is gen eds and other classes that are not directly related to nursing. So when you just hop into it at the master's level, it's a different experience, and it's somewhat daunting as well somewhat intimidating. And so my hope is that I can share with you my journey, what brought me here, my challenges that I've had, which has been a fair number, and maybe make you more comfortable with the idea of entering nursing practice. Or if you're just interested in healthcare overall and you want something to listen to, I hope to create a fun channel for you. I'll take you with me on my courses, on my clinicals, to the extent that I can, because obviously there's HIPAA, there's certain regulations, but if you're watching this, you most likely have watched other healthcare professional vlogs. So with that, I will leave you to watch.